I felt a little bit too cool to start singing after a while. You know what I mean?
Was
Going
that
into
with age?
secondary school with age, responsibility, the person I had to become to defend like a lot of people that couldn't look after themselves at school. There's enough bullies around school that I used to look at and be like, you're emotionally unstable today, man. You're just weak, but you can't take someone making fun of you. Or you can't take that someone looks a bit more free and is a little bit more intelligent in class, like you're the dumb guy in class, so you get angry with everybody and, oh, shut up! You want to fight them and all that. So that's what it was, man. I used to like take care of people who were a lot more vulnerable. You know what I mean? Davis Stewart's and Chris and my cousin Keish, he was bad, he was feisty. Keish used to run everyone in school, bro.
Yeah.
See like how you are on the podcast? That's how Keish is, bro. Like how you are on this podcast, that's how Keish is. Run everybody, blood. Like, make everyone feel like, you know, all up to So Solid, I used to walk into the office certain times and man would just end up busting up. And I'm thinking, why is everyone busting up? Keish said, look, yo, when Mega walks in, look at his head.
Them runs.
You know, like I used to have my afro out. I used to look at me, think she's the Chris Sweet boy, man, Butters.
Mad.
That's how Keish used to act with me, man. So, yeah, he was a funny youth, man. But I used to have to take care of his interest in the school, man. So I grew up a little bit more hardened after a while, and I felt like singing wasn't really that cool, especially from the UK. If you was an R&B singer from the States, you're cool. You could sing anything you want to sing, but UK-wise, nah.
So then you turned that into what? MCing?
MCing.
Yeah, like before that, I got an opportunity to go into Ultimate Chaos. I thought it was an opportunity for my crew for my singing group to bust.
How did you get an opportunity? What happened?
Pauline, he was on the estate. Jade, who's PDS's younger brother. He was in.
Big up PDS. PDS is here.
PDS So Solid. Yeah.
Work on at Adventure Playground.
Yeah.
Because big up Nikki from Ultimate Chaos.
He used to come here.
Because no, Nikki in Ultimate Chaos is from my area, Northwest London. Yeah, and his mum used to manage me, my sister and somebody else in a girl group, and we shot a video. We came down here to the Adventure Playground.
That's the Adventure Playground there, right there.
Yeah, one of them from Damage used to teach us the dance moves, and then we shot the video there. Can you believe it?
That Adventure Playground
right there. Imagine that.
That Adventure Playground right there is the Adventure Playground.
That's it, yeah.
And imagine I brought you to the ends today, right back here. So yeah, you're right, still. So Pauline, her son, was Jade. He was in Ultimate Chaos. One of the guys from Ultimate Chaos either took ill or was leaving the group. I got some auditions to sing, and I thought it was an audition for my group to bust and, you know, come through the game and do what they need to do, get big. And then, it wasn't that. They wanted me to be in the group.
Imagine that.
So after all them spending that money, I kind of said, Dad, if it's not with my group, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? So my dad had to cuss them on the phone.
What did your dad think?
He said, boy, whatever choice you want to do, I'm going to stand by it. Yeah. You get me?
What would you say to your son if he turned around? If your son was in the same position now, what would your
I would have said, I would have said that's the right decision.
Yeah.
Because Ultimate Chaos, they wasn't the most cool singing group at the time. We had your Joe the Siege, you had a lot of groups those times. They were good, but I didn't want.
They was alright.
No, they had Uche
Casanova.
That's a good tune. That's a good tune.
That's the
Uche Bude, Uche. Like there was a couple tunes which they sang, which I felt was a little bit.
Bigger Aiden, man.
I wouldn't have done that.
Aiden.
Even back then, we were the cooler group, but we didn't look like a group. You had two Asian boys that looked separate from each other. One fat boy called Rudy, a guy called AC Burrell. You had a mixed race guy that had ginger hair. A mixed race guy had ginger hair, and then you had two brothers, Swiss and Mega, that don't even look like brothers, but they're brothers. It looked like an odd group. You couldn't package us and sell us. Like, labels would have said, you sound good, but no. Like, can we get someone that looks a bit more presentable? You know what I mean? And some man were stubborn. Some man didn't want to leave the group.
It's the ginger man.
Some man didn't want to leave the group regardless on how they looked, on their shape or whatever. And no matter how much times I told man to... Rudy was getting mad. No matter how much time man wanted to take them around the block and do sit-ups and push-ups and that, it weren't changing man's figure, bro. So, yeah.
So boom now. So from you.
So that's why I turned that down.
What did you go back to the group?
No, I didn't go out to the group. I went jail for a bit and then.
What for?
I would say GBH. People say attempted murder because that was the case that the police tried to throw at you. But it was a GBH case in the end, and I got not guilty for that.
Okay.
Like an elder in my ends must have done something to my brother, punched my brother in the face or something like that. And then when I went to approach him, like he took it a little bit too far. Like I would have just had a fight with him, but he took it a bit too far, and whatever happened to him went a little bit too far, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but he lied about the situation, lied in court, lied about who done what to him, and that's why I got not guilty. So, yeah.
And that was your first time in prison?
First time in Feltham, man.
How was that like?
Feltham was cool, but it was an eye-opener. It's the first time you're actually seeing who are slightly like the people you don't like and do like, because there was Brixton, there was Peckham. I was 16, 17.
Oh, so yeah, juvenile, proper juvenile.
Yeah, like 97, 16, 17. Yeah? So 97 times I was in jail with all these different people from different areas that you would hear about, and they just looked soft. They just looked, in those environments, you get to see who's who. I tell you who really held himself up, Fat Shane. From Brixton, he held himself up. And Keith held himself up. That's man from outside of my ends. But me, Chaos, another man, it was just fun at that time, man. It was a real eye-opener. And I saw a lot of people as, you know, not who they were made out, who they made themselves out to be on the streets. So when I came out of jail, I had a different spring in my step.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
My mum still got the letter now. Yeah, when I said, yeah, I'm gonna stop this, I'm gonna build a crew and all of that sort of stuff. Mum still got the letter now of how I felt, when I first went jail, and when I come out, watched boom, boom, boom. I had the dream in jail, turned around to Face and told Face, yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I see bare money and that, we're gonna build a crew, all of that. So this was before going to trial.
Thinking a musical crew, or like?
I didn't even know what it was, bro.
Gang.
I didn't even know what it was. But I knew flashing lights and money wasn't no gang thing.
Okay.
It wasn't no gang thing.
So it's more like a crew.
It was more like something.
A crew to get
music to get this money. Now at that time, you see Bad Boy coming up with, you know, Biggie, Junior Mafia. You know what I mean? You had No Limit doing their thing. So
Master P.
Yeah, it kind of felt a lot like that. You get me?
Yeah. So. All right, so when you came out, how did you put your plan into action to get this crew?
I didn't put no plan into action, boy. I just thought it was straight back to the norm. Just subconsciously, I knew that I was in the streets to do something bigger than just being in the streets.